Oh my God. For a cream, what? Look at the before and after. Oh my gosh. They are glued down so well. Get away from me. My skin looks like glass. Whoa. So I have got a little box of goodies to try out here today. New products, hyped up products you guys have requested me to try, products that have won beauty awards, which I'm super intrigued by. Just a whole box of fun. So we're going to be playing with all new makeup. It's a full face of first impressions. I'm going to try it all out. Hopefully come up with something that looks good. We'll see what happens. And then obviously, as always, let you know whether or not I actually think these products are worth you checking out. Now, before we actually get into applying the makeup, and I have already done my skincare, she's looking a little glowy, and I'm into it. No, I'm super excited to let you guys know that we do actually have a sponsor for today's video. And this is a product that I have been talking about for literal years now. I'm absolutely obsessed with it. It is the Kenzie Ice IPL device. You guys? Ooh, and I mean, if you've been subscribed here on my channel for any more than a couple of months, you will have heard me talking about this. I have had IPL hair removal done in a salon, right? One of the most extremely embarrassing moments of my life. I had like a full Brazilian situation done, and like they gotta get up in there, and it's a lot. Well, this little device allows me to get high quality professional IPL results from the comfort of my own home. I no longer have to spend thousands of dollars for starters on getting IPL treatments done in a salon, but I also don't have to be embarrassed like that. Now, these are so awesome because they are actually multi-use. So the light comes out at different wavelengths, and it actually can target different skin conditions as well. So it can help reduce acne, it helps with age spots, it helps with rejuvenation. Obviously, you've got the hair removal part of it. It does so many cool things. And this ice device actually comes with a cooling plate as well. It's really cold on the skin. So if you're in any way familiar with IPL, it basically converts light to heat energy. That's how the treatment works, and it can kind of feel like warm. For me personally, it feels like a warm lacquer band, like flicking against the skin. This ice plate makes it literally so you cannot even feel the treatment at all. It's absolutely amazing. Now, this is a once a week treatment. You will usually start to see results in about 3 to 4 weeks, but for full results, it's 12 weeks. And then after you've done that 12-week treatment, you basically only need to do like a handful of touch-up sessions every year. The areas that I have used this, completely hair-free. So I've done my armpits, and I've also done my full bikini line again. It's so much better than getting like razor rash, and it's hot girl summer in a device, basically. You can also adjust the intensity of this, which makes it even more versatile. I've tried lots of other at-home devices before, but none of them have ever been adjustable in the same way that these are. So you were kind of stuck with only one level of light energy, if that kind of makes sense. This one you can actually dial up from level 1 to level 5. It's just seriously so good. So I have been an affiliate with them for a really, really long time. I do have a discount code that will get you $50 off your order. I will pop it on the screen so that you guys are welcome to use it. I'll pop links down below as well. There is a money back guarantee. So if you do purchase this and you're not happy with it, you can get your money back. It's just so good, and it's so much better to do it in the comfort of your own home, and a lot more affordable as well. I love my Kenzie. I swear by this. I've been using it for years, and we'll continue to use it forever. All right, let's move into the application of the makeup now. Like I said, I've already got my skincare on. I've got a little bit of lip oil on too. I've been really enjoying this lip oil. It's from a Korean brand, a K-beauty brand, Moni? Or is it pronounced money? I'm not sure. It's their Volume Fix Essential Lip Oil. I'll link it down below, but it's a really nice lip oil. I'm really enjoying it. Also have a giant cup of tea because, hello. People always judge me for the color of my tea. I'm one of those people that like bath water. I think that's what you call it, bath water colored tea. I put a lot of milk in my tea. Comment down below, how do you like your tea? Because some people only like beep, like the tiniest little bit of milk in it, and I think that's so weird. For me, it's got to be creamy and it's got to be milky. This color, hopefully you can see. This color's a vibe. Are you on my tea team? Let me know. All right, so first up, we're going to prep the skin. Now, this is a really popular product from Milani. I've heard heaps about it. It's the Milani Rose Prep and Brighten Face Oil. This is basically a face oil that also doubles as a primer. It's meant to give a dewy glow, but without being like really heavy or sticky. It says lightweight. It says fast absorbing. And it says it will give a dewy glow. Also loaded with skincare. Ooh, vitamin C, vitamin A. Hello. Packaging's cute. Now, it's a rose oil. I wonder if it's scented. It is. It's only like a subtle scent. It's nice. Okay, let's apply the... Ooh. It's almost like a dry oil. Oh, and it smells delicious. Now, as far as makeup vibes that I'm going for today, I'm wanting to go for a really dewy complexion, a glowy complexion, but overall very natural, kind of barely there makeup. That is the vibes that we are going for. Kind of like a makeup, no makeup sort of a look. And I'm hoping this oil lends itself to that perfectly. It's very lightweight for an oil. Like normally oil primers for me, I'm like, get away from me. Like, 'cause everything melts off my face, but it's not bad. All right, next up for foundation, and this is a brand that I've never actually tried before, but seemingly from what I can tell is very, very popular online. It's called Vapor, and this is their soft focus foundation. So this one is a skin loving foundation that will give a radiant glow, and it's light to medium coverage. This is what this one looks like. Let me know again down in the comments, have you ever heard of Vapor Beauty? Have you ever tried anything from them? But I'm taking one of our Pro Perfecting sponges. I'm gonna pump this out. Ooh, she's taken a while. Ooh. Hang on. It does say shake before use. Guys, it won't come out. Oh, my hand's cramping. What is going on? Oh, okay. We're finally coming out. Oh, it feels very lightweight though. Is it scented or is that the rose oil? It's kind of hard to tell. It is very dewy, I will say that. If you love yourself a dewy glow, you are probably going to be obsessed with this. My skin looks like glass. Whoa, that's pretty. Here she is all applied. Very dewy, very glowy. Definitely light coverage. I am going to need to set it down, but certainly for those of you that love a really natural glowy look, this is quite a beautiful product. For me, I produce my own amount of this shine, so I probably don't need all of this help, but it's a really pretty product. For concealer, I've actually got a color corrector from Maybelline to try today, Master Camo. Now, I have had this in my drawer for quite some time. I feel like color correctors have kind of made a bit of a resurgence. For a long time there, like, people sort of stopped using them. They weren't as trendy, and they're back in such a big way that there's all of these viral videos showing people actually mixing their lipsticks with their concealers to create like DIY color correctors. This is the shade 50 and it's Apricot for dark circles. So basically the way that this works is you apply it underneath the eyes. It's normally where most of us get dark under eye circles. And basically, as far as color theory goes, orange is opposite to blue and to purple. So applying this should help to brighten up those areas and remove that darkness. But it's actually a really nice formula. A lot of color correctors I find are very heavy. This one's super lightweight on the skin. So just blending that out underneath my eyes. And don't worry, it will look scary when you apply it. You need to leave it on the skin looking orange like this to actually counteract the darkness. But what we'll do is we'll go over it with a concealer. Okay, now that that's all blended out and we're looking a little bit scary, let's go in quickly with some concealer over the top. I don't have a new concealer to test, so I'm going to take one of my faves, the Tarte Shape Tape. I'm just going to pop a couple of dots of this over the top of that, just to sort of give me a little bit of extra coverage. And then we want to blend this out over top of that corrector. And there we are, all blended. It has definitely corrected my dark under eye circles. Now let's set everything down because she's still super glossy looking. I've got a powder from Shiseido to try today. This is the Shiseido Synchro Skin Invisible Loose Powder. Now you probably may or may not remember the Shiseido Synchro Skin foundation craze that happened. I feel like it was all started with Tati. She reviewed the foundation and everyone was like, oh my gosh, and it just took off. This is like, I guess, the loose powder version or the loose powder partner to that foundation. You know how some pressed powders have like this funny mesh tray over them? It comes with a little powder. Oh, okay, that's quite messy. Let's start pushing this into the skin. Now this is meant to give the skin sort of like a mattified, ooh, I need more concealer on my nose. Okay. Not good, not good. Let's fix that first. This is meant to give the skin a really natural, I guess, filtered sort of effect. See if it takes away any of the shine. It is definitely taking away some of the shine. I'm not sure how I'm feeling about this foundation now. I feel like now that it's been on my skin for a few minutes, it's looking a little textured. Yeah, I feel like this powder is pretty good. I'm certainly not hating it. It's definitely very invisible on the skin. It doesn't fully mattify, like it kind of only mattifies to a point. I'm going to try it with the sponge and see if I can't get, yeah, it doesn't sort of like pick up. Ooh. much. It's like all in the air. I do find these mesh things quite annoying. Yeah, it's not terrible. I feel like it's my skin but better sort of a look with the primer, the foundation, the concealer, and that powder. My skin but better. But it does still feel a little tacky. Like it's not actually really set down fully. And for an oily girl like me, that's generally a little terrifying. But we're persistent. I zoomed you guys in a little bit because we're going to start doing brows and eyes. And I have a brow product, you guys. Like literally hundreds of you have told me to try this. You say it's absolutely amazing. I finally got my hands on it. It is the Patrick Ta Brow Lamination Gel. Apparently this is like the solution, the be-all end-all solution to my brow lamination worries. If you're not familiar with the journey, I have tried so many brow soaps, brow gels, products that are supposed to hold my brows up in a laminated position, and I just seem to be hitting brick walls with it. Like I just can't seem to get anywhere. It holds them up to begin with, but then they like pop off and droop down and it ends up being a fail. The Benefit 24-hour brow setter by far has been my favorite, but so many of you say that this Patrick Ta one is even better. Now, it's quite pretty packaging. It's like rose gold. Ooh, and it's got like a little, it's almost like a little curved bristle wand. It's like a rubber brush, but apparently you use this to comb through the hairs, brush them up, and then I think you actually flip the wand to stick them against it. Oh, you guys, this is nice. Okay, hi Patrick Ta, we see you. Oh my gosh, they are glued down so well and it's not like sticky or tacky at all. You guys have always got the best recommendations, honestly. Look at the difference in my brows, like it literally looks laminated. You would not know that I hadn't had my brows laminated right now. Obsessed. Talk about ways to get me feeling excited on a Thursday. Oh, this is so good. Now let's quickly fill them in just a little. Give them some body. This Benefit pencil, well, pen, still my holy grail favorite. It's just like the freaking best. I'm sorry guys, my under eyes are pissing me off. I look way too textured. I'm cheating, okay? My skin just, it ain't it. Now, keeping with the natural makeup vibes, we're not going to be doing too much to my eyes. I'm going to pop a little bit of this e.l.f. This is their liquid metallic eyeshadow in the shade Galaxy. This is another product that I have heard so many good things about. It's a little liquid eyeshadow, and this color looks absolutely beautiful. I'm going to put this all over my eye. Very lightweight, and I can confirm it's not stinging. For some reason, these always make my eye sting. It's like the vapors from them. I don't know, but this one's not stinging. All right, let's see what happens when we blend it out. Oh, it doesn't have too much pigment, to be honest. Kind of just seems harder to blend than what it's worth. Like these products are meant to be like one and done, super quick to apply and blend. And like here I still am blending away. It's given a soft shadow, but honestly, you could very easily achieve this with an eyeshadow. Really necessary. Maybe I'll apply it again and we'll take a flat shader. Yeah, as soon as you try and blend it, it sort of just disappears. Not a fave for me, this one. Not a fave. Okay, so I've added a little brown eyeshadow to sort of try and fix the situation on my eyes, and it's worked. But as a result, I now have way heavier eye makeup than I originally intended. But that's okay, we're sticking with it. And this mascara here, you guys, I am so excited to try this. This is the Kevyn Aucoin Indecent Mascara. That is the official name of it. This is literally the best-selling mascara in Australia. And it's just hilarious because it's not, like if you asked me to say, oh, what, you know, is the best-selling mascara, I never in a million years would have even thought of Kevyn Aucoin. What does this promise? Infused with lash-enhancing ingredients to promote healthy eyelash growth. Love that. Ooh. Also improves the appearance of eyelash density, leaves lashes defined, voluminous, and lusciously full. Ooh, this is nice. It is a little bristle wand and it's tapered to a very small point at the end. Okay, you got me intrigued now. Let's put on a couple of coats of this and see what all the hype is about. Another product that I have notoriously come across with eyelashes that are infused with serums or, you know, growth enhancing sort of ingredients, typically 9 out of 10 of them smudge everywhere. Like, it's all well and good to put this stuff in a mascara, but is the mascara still going to stay? Is it going to last the mile? This is actually lovely. It's making my eyelashes look so nice. Now, I have not touched a lash curler either, and look at that. Look at the before and after. So that's essentially one light coat right there. Let's do the other eye. And also, can I just say the brows are still stuck down. Hallelujah. I'm obsessed with this mascara. It has made my lashes look so full and so thick. It's not clumpy. It's not causing them to stick together. They feel really lightweight, and it's not like a heavy sort of a formula. Brush is really easy to use. It's really easy to like get right into the inner corner. I can only imagine if I actually had nice natural lashes, like I know so many of you are gifted with. Like, mine are very straight. They're very short. They're very like, This has actually made them look nice. Please don't smudge. I will update on whether or not it smudges, but he's hoping that it doesn't. Now, let's finish off the skin. I've got to tell you, I absolutely hate how my foundation is looking, but it is what it is. We're going to move forward. I'm super excited to test this one. This is the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. This is another product that I have heard so much about. So many people rave on about this. It's infused with argan oil and vitamin E, and I've got the shade Golden Days. This is, I'm assuming, like a tinted version of their putty primer, which I do really like. I'm going to take it on one of our angled contour brushes. I'm going to like swirl it in there, sort of pick it up. Let's see how this applies. Oh my God. For a cream bronzer to apply this easily, what is even happening? Oh, this really reminds me of the Fenty one. It's like a cream bronzer, but it just almost blends itself, and it sort of turns into like a powdery sort of a texture on the skin, so you're not left feeling sticky or heavy. Yeah, it transforms to a powder. This is nice. That is freaking beautiful. This is another product that I literally did not expect to love this much. Holy crap, that is amazing. Really nice. We're on the home stretch now. You guys will have seen that Benefit launched a whole new range of blushes, but this one here, this is Krista. Look at this. Look at this masterpiece. You guys know, well, you should know by now. Historically, I am obsessed with super in-your-face, vibrant blushes. Really, really bright colors. Colors that everybody else would look at and be like, oh, that's scary. I'm not putting that on my face. Those are always my fave because there is a particular way to use these. And when you figure that out, trust me, you're never going to buy a non-bright blush again. Taking one of our tapered powder brushes, and I'm going to pick up only the tiniest amount, and you want to dust off the excess. And then very gently apply that to the skin. Now, when you only use a very small amount of these blushes, they give the skin the most beautiful, soft, flushed glow. See that there? That there looks nothing like what it looks in the pan. They're just a really beautiful, radiant wash of color, and you just got to make sure you only use the tiniest amount. That's really nice. I really like that color. Beautiful. And the formula is really soft and light too. So to finish off this look, and I feel like maybe I have achieved what I intended. I just wanted a natural sort of a glowy look today, but I've got one of the ColourPop lip creams. Now, these were launched, I feel, quite a while ago, but I'm only just getting around to testing one of them now. So this is the shade 411, and these are a lip cream, so sort of like a hybrid between a lipstick and a gloss. Oh, that's actually more pigmented than I expected. Feels very lightweight, and it's got a lot of pigmentation, and it's sort of got like a satin kind of a shine to it. I don't mind that at all. Definitely a really pretty lip color. Here is the finished look. Overall, there have been some definite fails in today's video, but as always, I would love to know your thoughts on the finished look, all of the products. Have you tried them? Did you love them? Did you hate them? Let me know all of your thoughts down below. I hope that you guys enjoyed hanging out with me and playing with some makeup. I love you guys heaps, and I will catch you in my next video.